Okay, so July 10th, there was an interesting trade that I took this morning. You can see that I'm on the daily time frame, and this is how I find bias for the day, right? So I don't like to look too far back, but when I got into the charts this morning, I immediately saw price go below a low and leave a huge wick, like right there. If you could focus on the crosshair, you can see that price went below this low and left a huge wick. Right? Is that break of structure or is that sweep of liquidity? It looks more like sweep of liquidity. So I like to break of structure with a question mark. Right. So what happened next? Price pushed up. So after price left a wick below this low, the next target, the next draw on liquidity was this high. If I'm to highlight that right there, and price went above it with a huge candlestick and even a close above this candlestick high this week. Now this actually looks like a solid market structure shift, right? Boom. But now still acknowledging that we are in a downtrend, right? Let me use an arrow, right? So you can see by this whole candlestick, the price had huge a displacement. It closed above this recent high, taking that liquidity. So if I am to enter a buy trade, I want to buy from the 50% level of this move from here all the way up to here. So if I'm to draw a Fibonacci retracement right there, you can see that price retraced. After it moved up, it exhausted the move, started pushing down with 1, 2, 3 bearish candles, and then it left a wick. You can see that below the 50% level, there is a wick that was left there, which means rejection, right? So when price opened up, now let me remove that. Now when price opened up here with this green candle, you can see that it didn't go below this low. It went straight to this high, right? Reacting off of maybe this order block. Let me align it. Reacting off of this order block, left a wick, but then it pushed up. So if this was to be a solid reversal trend to the upside, I wanted to see price close above this wick. Let me highlight that, like that, something like that. But we did not get a close above that. What we did get was a wick above it, and then price didn't close. Now that doesn't mean that price is immediately failing to go above it, or price will reverse and go to the downside, but it's still to play out. But what I'm going to look for from here is I'm going to go down to my lower time frame and see what kind of structure I get there. So if I am to get like a bearish pattern or a bearish setup, I'm going to take it as a temporary trade, because I like to scalp in the morning. So this is what I did. Go down to the M15 and then look at what kind of structures do we have there, and then look at this structure. Looking at price, I saw that it went above this recent high. It went above this recent high, right, and left this wick right there. This looks like a bearish pin bar, like this kind of that I'm showing you. Looks like a bearish pin bar. So we know that price is definitely going to go low. So let me just show you how many trades played out. So if you go down to our 1 minute time frame, you can see that after price pushed down, it went down and down and then fell, even going below this low, creating another market structure shift. And this one I'm actually confident with. Now this market structure shift, I actually have confidence in it because we had price, like I showed you earlier, go above a high, but left a weak and then push down with all these candles. This move looks, I'm quite confident, all these candles and how long for and how it lasted for. Then price pushed up, went into, price pushed up, and then it actually acknowledged and bounced off an order block, right? This one, boom, and there you go. And then it started pushing down and going down and down, down, down. So I know you're thinking, where would I have gotten a trade? Now, what I was looking for was I looked for a price, a level, like an order block that created a break of structure, like right here. This is when I actually woke up, like at this level, right? If you can see that price went below this low, like whatever pushed price here, it could be an order block. It delivered price to the downside and closed below this week with a confident candle. You wait for retracement and you wait for price to come back to that level, like right there. And then you wait for price to reject off of it. Like it then went in with this very bullish candle, pushed down. There was no displacement, so you wait again, and then we see when it got interesting. It went above this week. It went above this week, but then left a week above it. It didn't close above it. This is green, but it actually looks like a bearish pin bar. And then you would place your trade there, entering at the close of this candle, placing your stop loss above the high, and then aiming for whatever, maybe like 1 2 3, 1 2 3. You see that you can get that 1 2 3, and that was the trade. That was my trade for the morning. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more and like.